Hi and welcome to our presentation, We Are Biodiet. When we first started this project, we had all had very different ideas on what we wanted to tackle, which ended up being very conflicting, especially in deciding our output. Our ideas range from wide biodiversity crises such as humans and plants to specific issues such as overfishing and deforestation. Eventually, we decided we wanted to target a broad range of issues rather than a specific issue in order to not limit ourselves and allow us all to write something that we are passionate about. This resulted in us creating a cookbook and a blog where we could all contribute information and including recipes which promoted specific biodiversity crisis. This also allowed us to have larger and wider target audience whilst incorporating the individual.
Our output is a cookbook full of meaningful ways to tackle the biodiversity crisis, and the blog covers this, and more recipes can be added there in future. We chose to work on palm oil, overfishing, bees, the dairy industry, and this meant that in any recipe the cook can enjoy making a meal without the guilt of using ingredients that would be detrimental to the environment. We came up with this idea because we wanted to find a way for normal people to help tackle the crisis from their home. We understood that asking people to make huge changes without guidance would be difficult, so we thought that a cookbook which cuts out one or more harmful ingredient at a time would be ideal. The recipes are a good first step towards a completely biodiverse diet and an approachable and enjoyable way to help promote biodiversity. The addition of a shopping guide and a guide to in-season fruits adds to the accessibility of the project, as it means that the cookbook is equally as helpful to someone with lots of experience with biodiversity as someone with no experience.
We opted for a digital platform for our cookbook to enhance its accessibility. Our blog comprises of publications and recipes. Every blog post is designed to educate our readers on a targeted issue such as bees, deforestation due to palm oil, or overfishing. The goal is to provide information and tips regarding the biodiversity crisis to encourage and help our readers critically assess the impact of their culinary choices. Additionally, our blog presents various recipes, each relating to a specific issue. We thought of a potential launch event in partnership with a restaurant on campus, which would consist in delivering one of our recipes alongside a flyer with a QR code that you can see on the screen, taking them straight to our blog. There are still some in-progress sections in our blog, notably our social media links.
To promote the idea of sustainable palm oil, here is an example recipe of wild garlic and tomato soup. This dish comes with the simplicity of cooking in a small amount of time, purchasing few ingredients and following few directions. To compensate for our main aim, only one ingredient may contain any palm oil at all, with everything else being able to be picked fresh from your garden at home. Homegrown leaves the planet more alone. In addition, to showcase the wonders of going dairy-free, take our eye-catching dairy-free vanilla cheesecake with blueberry coulis. From head to toe, or rather base to filling, this dessert is secretly bursting with crunchy nuts, juicy fruit, and soothing coconut milk. We allow you to relive the pleasures of this New York-style masterpiece without milking it. Dairy-free for biodiversity.
We added icons to indicate which recipes relate to which causes, as well as extra pages at the end that guide the reader on what's sustainable and what fruit and vegetables are in season, as well as quick tips on what they can grow in their garden and how. We've also calculated the carbon footprint of each recipe and, where helpful, compared them to the less sustainable alternative. Hopefully you enjoy the BioDiet cookbook.